Howdy, howdy. So, homesteading, cutting, working, gardening, animals, goats, donkeys, horses, cows, all kinds of stuff. You know, there's so much going on a homestead. But what is one huge tool that's kind of overlooked, I feel sometimes? I mean, you see in the background, I got a lawnmower, tractor, barns. You need all of those, absolutely. When you're getting out there and you're trying to, you know, really clear some land out, and you've got some stuff you got to do, or maybe you just need to build, and maybe you ain't got the money to go and buy lumber. What are you gonna do? You gonna swing an old axe and just chop down old trees and or a hatchet? Woo! Talking about some work. Hey, I have no problem with that. That's a good workout. But I prefer this right here. Chainsaws. And wait, what is this? What in the world is that? That's not necessarily chainsaw, but it is. I'll show you this in a few minutes. So right now we've got this saw blade that'll cut small, you know, stuff down, brush and stuff, but it'll cut quite well. Not a chainsaw, but I've got this chainsaw attachment, the DeWalt, that I can put on this to cut limbs. Maybe I'm just wanting to cut limbs like this right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut this one. Boys are feeding the birds some beauty berries. Look at them. They got them eating. Good job, boys. So maybe you just want to cut a limb. You gonna reach up there with a chainsaw? No, you're gonna use the extension. And that's what we have there. Biggest issue with chainsaws, repairs. Yeah. These things, they're temperamental. You gotta really learn how to handle and how to work on chainsaws. I'm gonna show you mine. So, my steel had some issues. All right, it wouldn't start. It sounded great, but it wouldn't start for me. So I open it up. There we go. Open it up, and right behind this air filter, you got a couple things here. Let me take this off. Let me show you. And there is carburetor. All right, carburetor is what feeds fuel and feeds fire to keep this bad boy going. Underneath here is your power coil. So your coil. So you spin this, the electric magnet spins, and it sends the power, the charge up through here, and you got a charge here, and that's the right there. That is your spark plug. All right, so all of that works together. The fuel's right down here in this chamber, and all of this works together to start this bad boy. And up here, you got muffler. All right? It wouldn't start. What we ended up doing is we replaced this entire system. All of this. Including the wire up here for the spark plug and a new spark plug. It still wouldn't work. I was so frustrated. Oh my goodness. The ignition coil, you got to make sure you got it spaced right, you know, so you spin and it just starts sending electric current up, and man, what's going on? Is that working? Well, then I was like, well, what about my carburetor? I just changed it. It's a new one now. Is that working? So I had to get some expert advice. Come find out, carburetors, when you pull it, and if you smell gas, carburetor's working. So I was good there. So now it was an ignition issue, even with the new one. I needed to go ahead and change out everything. The whole kit is only like 25 bucks, maybe 30. And so I mean, it's not bad. Just change them out. If you can't get a spark, if you can't get it started, just change out your carburetor, your ignition coil, and your spark plug wire, and the spark plug. Change them all out. You can get a whole kit, the entire thing. Go to Amazon, go online, wherever you need to go. Just get you one. Go down to your local neighbor, hardware store, and they probably have them. Change that whole thing. So I knew I was getting gas. So what was the problem? This right here. All right, where it connects to the spark plug, there's a little metal piece in here that connects to the wire. That wire just ends, and it's just got a little spread on the end, and nothing much, but the little thing that connects, the metal part that connects to the spark plug, just has a little piece that shoots off over here, and just like a little needle that sticks into the wire right there in this cover. Well, for some reason, it came out and we had to put it back in, and we made sure it had better contact. Put it back on there, and we got this bad boy started. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm gonna fire this bad boy up, and then we're gonna fire up this big one. And you want to see some limb cutting? Maybe we'll do that too. I don't know. Let's see. One of the main problems you normally have if you start cutting and it ain't cutting, it's these blades, if they ain't sharp. These blades here, I thought I just recently replaced this one, but it ain't sharp. You can get file these things down, make it where they're sharper. Now our Husqvarna over here, yeah, not much different. A little different, a little better. So, yeah, about the same. Not very sharp. We're gonna cut though. Let's get started. All right, let's start this one. I like this one. Yeah. This is a Husqvarna. It's a little bigger than my steel. Let's see if we can get this one started. Let's see here. This is Papa's. It started. That's a good deal. We got two good chainsaws that'll work. Let's see what happens with that other thing. All right, let's check it out. Right? All right. Not a chainsaw, but it'll cut. Let's see if it'll cut. Let's see if it'll cut a limb. So we're gonna go up here. There's a limb. We're gonna cut it. See how it works. All right. Look at there, she'll work. All right, so this, woo, it's a miniature chainsaw. I connect this to the weed eater, and I can do probably a little better than what this contraption will do. That's like a skill saw, cutting down tree limbs and stuff. And it works. I just have connected to that. I'm not gonna do that for this video. I apologize in advance. What I will do is we'll go cut down a tree with my steel. Y'all wanna see that? I do. Let's go do some work. All right, sitting up here in the woods, I'm gonna cut this little sweet gum tree down. It's not something we really need. I'm gonna put it right here in this pile of wood we already have going. Right there. I don't want it to fall that way. I don't want it to fall that way. I don't want it to fall that way. Just boom, right there. Now it's a little tall, so I may have to try to push it down a little bit. It may get caught in those limbs over there. We'll see. All right. I'm gonna have to roll it. It got caught in the limb. Or I could cut it some more. Now, we can feed all these leaves and stuff to the goats. They love them. So hey, y'all come back and see us, come visit us. We love working with the chainsaws. It's fun, it's dangerous, so you gotta stay safe. Wear safety glasses. Sometimes you may want to have some gloves on depending on what work you got going on. And hey, make sure everybody's clear in the line and direction that the tree's gonna fall. Even if it doesn't look like it's gonna fall this way or that way, stay clear. All right. My word of wise, the way I see it is, I tell the kids and everybody, get behind another tree, a tree bigger than that one. So stay safe out there. Come back, see us. Be blessed. We appreciate you guys. See you next time.